Hey, yo, what's up? It's your girl, SaucySteph.
And it's your baby, KiLauriSzn.
And this is the Nasty Work Podcast. With you
Bitch,
bitch-ass
you know what the fuck
niggas.
going
What did
on.
you talk about?
Thank you.
I
I like
that was on brand.
I like that.
So, you little nasties, on this episode of the Nasty Work Podcast, we'll be talking about Delaware's own Sarah McBride and the policing of whatever the fuck is in between her legs. We'll be talking about the third release of Nicki Minaj, The Pink Print, and whether or not I give a fuck. And last but not least, the nasty work of these broke-ass niggas that want to try me. All this and more on the Nasty Work Podcast.
Holla.
After Sarah McBride's, election or whatever you want to call it, Nancy Mace from South Carolina, she's a congresswoman, decided that, where Miss McBride goes to the bathroom is something that's worthy of being policed. So much so that she wants to put a ban on trans women using the bathroom in Capitol Hill. Now, about Miss Nancy Mace. Allegedly, she be sneak strapping real studly type bitches. I don't know. My type of bitch. I don't know.
You little nasty.
I'm just saying, bitch, you taking strap dick and you worried about what's between her legs. Whatever. Outside of that, everybody in Capitol Hill has a private bathroom. So the question is, what are you getting at? What are you doing other than try to prove a point? Other than further fear-mongering that trans women or trans people are rapists and pedophiles when there are real people that are, our presidential-elect that are rapists, pedophiles, and predators. I just feel like, everybody's worried about what's between their legs. She's sneak strapping.
Clock it.
You feel me? And once again, who cares? I didn't elect her because, she was trans. I didn't know she was trans.
That's news to me.
I didn't know. I just voted because she was Democratic. But I didn't know. And I think it's real funny how all of a sudden, with this nigga back in the house, we're gonna control the bathrooms. It's giving for colored only, for biological coochies only. And who cares? Why do you care? And why are you hating when you sneak strapping, Miss Mace? Why are you hating? So, sister, I know I come off very liberal, very left sometimes, and I'm doing it for all the gay, trans, LGBTQ alphabet bitches. Do you feel like there's some, right behind whatever this Mace bitch is talking about?
To be honest, I feel like we got bigger fish to fry. I don't give a fuck what's in between your legs. I don't care what bathroom you're going to. Let's be real.
I wasn't clocking that pussy or lack thereof, whatever the fuck going on. It's none of my business.
Ultimately, what I'm thinking about every night is how this economy is going to be. I'm 28 years old. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to live, move the fuck out the house. I could care less about what's in I could care less about what's in between somebody's legs. Babe, I got bigger fish to fry. Let's be real.
And I don't give a fuck about her fish or lack thereof.
Allow people to do what makes them happy. Allow them to go whatever bathroom they see fit. Bitch, I'm trying to get out my mama's house. That's what I'm worried about. Thank you. All right, now let's get into a topic that I know a little bit more about.
Got the wrist on froze, the bottles is on hold, got the shimmy, shimmy, yeah. What the fuck I look like? Man, I run this town, and I ain't coming on less than 100,000. I mean, last time I checked, I was bubbling now. Gotta turn down shows out and double it. Oh, okay.
Speaking of Nicki, the queen.
Who's queen?
I want to get into some things.
What's the things?
Okay. So over the weekend, Nicki had a little present for her fans. She wanted to re-release her Pink Print album. Mind you, this album came out almost 10 years ago. And I feel like Nicki has a past of re-releasing things, but it means a lot to me simply because it takes me back to that time. And the album did really well.
I agree. It did well because we know the songs and they were jumping in the club, but I feel like with Nicki's re-release of the album, Nicki shows herself again and again to not be a girl's girl. And then you're not even giving me new music. Why am I here?
But let's talk about it. Nicki, to be honest, Nicki doesn't even have to put out new music. I feel like she got enough of a catalog to where she could be done with the rap game today. And she's still eating these bitches up. I'm sorry. I'm biased.
You're not still eating these bitches up. You're the oatmeal. You're the motherfucking beans and Wheaties. You're safe. You're not even taking a chance and releasing new music. You mean to all the new rap girlies, and then you're dropping the same most.
I wouldn't say all. But most. Okay, you got that. I feel like she has a reason for some of her behaviors. I don't say it's okay. I'm not going to say it's okay.
Well, what was the reason in my Cardi voice? What's the reason? The fuck?
Speaking of, this is my thing. I feel like she has a past. When you think about all the rappers that are up and coming, female rappers that are up and coming, she seems bitter. She seems like she's hating on their success. I don't think that's the issue.
But bitch, you just said that's what it seemed like. So what you think?
This is what the people have said.
Oh, okay.
However, I feel like she just wants the respect that she worked hard for. We're not going to act like Nicki wasn't up and coming, out rapping niggas. Kanye West, Jay-Z, Rick Ross on Monster.
I feel that. You didn't lie.
But at the same time, I feel as though she was ahead of her time. And right now, she's in a different time. And she's still milking these bitches. I don't know.
I'm not giving you none of that.
Why?
And I'm so sorry. Because for one, I feel like Nicki Minaj has time and time again proven that she is a bitter bitch. I'm not going to sleep on the rapist sympathizer shit. I'm sorry. And then it's like, you were not a girl's girl. You fell out with Meg, an up-and-coming artist, because she did a song with Cardi. As an up-and-coming artist, bitch, I want to do music with whoever. You got mad at Lotto because she did a song with fucking Cardi and all these bitches at your ops for no reason. And the reason you don't fuck with Cardi is because you tried Cardi on a song and Cardi said, bitch, you got me fucked up. That's what happened. If Nicki the QB, then I'm Vince, or what she say, if Cardi the QB, whatever she said on that shit, it was...
Well, let's be for real. Allegedly, the labels put them against each other. Because if we're being honest, we're taking it back to motorsport. She wanted to say Cardi's the QB. I'm Nick Lombardi.
Yeah, and Cardi said no, bitch, because what the fuck? That's exactly... You made my point. I fucked the lyric up, but you made my point.
But I don't feel like it was coming from that... It wasn't coming from that way.
I feel like real bitch to real bitch... Nobody is going to sit there and say, oh, I'm the coach and I'm teaching these bitches. That's not girlhood. That's not sisterhood.
I feel you.
And I feel like that. She said that shit and Cardi being the real bitch. No, you didn't coach me on shit.
Okay. Well, I got a question. Do you feel like the reason Nicki has this energy towards the new rap girlies has anything to do with her upcoming, what she had to deal with?
I would give her that grace if I didn't feel like, and I feel like there's always like, mixed response on this. I feel like that little Kim shit happened because Nicki didn't properly pay her dues. And one thing I want to say is, like, I know J. Cole, the one song Forbidden Fruit, he used a Q-tip sample. He said, words to QB, or words to Q-tip, somebody else. Mm-hmm. Nicki don't give her flowers to the new bitches or the old bitches. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And she did have to fight to get where she was at. But you can say the same thing for Lil' Kim. You can say the same thing for the Brat, MC, like, whoever the fuck. What I do know is these bitches like Meg, who took bitches like Glow on her whole tour. These bitches like Lotto that shout out Glow in the song. Even motherfucking Sexy Red. These new bitches are looking out for each other. And Nicki Minaj is a big bad monster in the back. Now, to answer your question, did the way she was treated by these niggas in the industry affect her? Yeah, hurt people, and to be the baddest bitch, out here in the game at her time, yeah. Mm-hmm. Niggas are haters. Niggas hate to see a bitch doing well.
You're right.
And I agree with that.
I do agree with it can get bitter. I feel like I can see both sides of it. You know me, I'm an empath, so I'm going to see both sides of the fence.
You're empathizing with a rapist sympathizer. I just want you to think about that.
I'm talking about her behavior in the industry. I'm not... can we not have that part in there? Because I don't want to act... Okay. She ate me up. I get what you're saying 100%, but at the same time, I feel like she's coming from a place of don't compare me. Don't compare me.
These bitch, nobody is comparing Nicki, in my opinion. Nicki,
you gotta think about it. I don't
think
it's fully the other rap girlies that she's going against. You have to think about the industry. You have to think about what they're putting out there.
And you don't
they're
think
putting each other against
this bitch been in the industry since I was in 6th grade. I remember, because at AI Middle, I was rapping the "Feels Like I'm Finally Free." So
I'm free.
Period. I say AI Middle, but you clocking me. Anyway, Nicki Minaj, you feel me? Like, you've had 10 years in the game, in the industry. You know when people are pitting you against somebody, you know not to stay too late at a motherfucking Diddy party. You know where the fuck the paparazzi is at. So for you to even further enable these people pitting you against not only other bitches in rap, other black women in rap, when you come from a place that's like, yo, you know, I had to get it by myself. Right. And that's one thing I will give to Nicki Minaj. She came up in a time where she was not maybe the only, like, poppin' female rapper.
And I think that might have something to do with it. Like right now, I don't want to say there's competition, but there's many female rap artists that are out there, have their own sound, have their own tune, selling records. I get that.
And them bitches are not competing with each other. And I'm going to tell you why.
They're working together.
On Meg's album, there's a Glow feature. And I'm not going to say there's a Lotto feature. I don't know. But there's definitely the Glow feature. On Lotto's album, there's a fucking Glow feature in the Sexy Red album. On fucking Glow's album, they feature all them bitches. Mm-hmm. They are working together.
Well, I have a question.
Another one, ho.
Well, okay. I see all the points you made. The points were made. They hit. I get it.
But
let's think back. Let's think about when Nicki Minaj was up and coming. There wasn't any competition. Let's be real. She was surpassing niggas at that point, right? Right now, we have a lot of female artists, like I said, with different sounds, their own success. Do you think... Shit, what the fuck was my question?
I think Nicki Minaj has only child syndrome. I think she don't want to share her toys or her platform or her place as that girl in rap. And I think that's going to be to her detriment on top of the racist shit. She has only child syndrome.
With all that you have had to say about Nicki Minaj, do you feel like she's being held to the same standard then as the new girls are now?
I feel like there's two sides to that question. Because as I did say earlier when I had so much to say... bitch. Nicki Minaj, I feel like she didn't have the amount of rap girlies in her corner. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like Nicki Minaj was a woman that came out and she might have been fucking fighting bitches fighting niggas all elbows. Mm-hmm. But she did that.
So it's a different type of fight, might I add.
It's a different type of fight. I agree. You did that. And I think the new girls now, they do have the luxury of each other.
Mm-hmm. Is it the luxury of each other or is it the luxury of the times?
Bro, I feel like that's a moot point because things are always changing and we're always evolving.
Right, but you got to think about social media. You got to think about...
I don't. I think Nicki Minaj came up in a time where you had a little bit more grace, honestly.
Grace.
I think because Nicki Minaj, like, we had cell phones, but it was the Metro PCS fucking keyboard slide up, you know what I'm saying? But social media wasn't at where it is now. Fucking AI was not a thing or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, now I feel like bitches can go on Instagram Live and fucking state their piece, whereas when Nicki Minaj was coming up, they didn't. It wasn't the bitch like, oh, this bitch did my hair and she didn't speak to me the whole time, whatever the fuck. Mm-hmm. In my opinion, Nicki Minaj has showed time and time again that she is a monster. Specifically to the rap girlies. I think after Nicki Minaj, it was Cardi B. And there was a place for alignment and you made an enemy out of Cardi B. And one thing I will say about Cardi B is she does have the song with Glow, with Meg, with JT, with Carisha, with whoever the fuck else. Like, I feel like there is room at her table, and Nicki Minaj said you can't sit here unless you're a rapist or Lil Wayne.
You made your points, and you ate your points. However, I do stand by my girl, her dominance in the rap industry. These rap girlies, they did their shit, but my bitch did her shit.
So
she don't gotta talk about it.
But do you feel like there was anything or there is anything about Nicki Minaj that is unfair to the new age rap girlies?
I do. But like I said, I'm an empath. I feel like I see both sides of it. I feel like you should give room. Allow the girls. You already did your shit, so let them do their shit. Pass the baton. I get that.
But that's weird as shit too, because you said she's still eating. So, bitch, why can't we fucking
she's
relay?
Still out shows.
But why can't we be in the relay together? Like, that's the thing.
No, I get what you're saying. There's room for all of us to eat. You're not gonna be the only queen, but you are the queen. I said what I said.
You sound dumb. Anyway.
Either way it go, these fragile ego ass niggas is hating on Nicki.
Anyway, let's talk about the nasty work in my dating life. For, my nigga purposes, I might have been dating this nigga a year ago or last week.
Let's get into it.
But anyway, sisters, so, me as a getting money ass nigga and my boss man D-level voice, I like to, date niggas with money because I got motion where yours at. So I took a chance on this nigga. And, he sold me the dream, I'm a genius and I'm going to make money, whatever. But it turned me off because I'm like, why you telling me you a genius? I don't never tell people that. And I know that. But then the nigga got mad at me because he like, oh, yeah, life's so hard. Shit's so hard. It's hard to come by some money. And, I said, well, you selling weed. Why you don't sell a little coke? Then he said, oh, I could get some coke. And I said, well, get the coke.
Okay, Pablo Escobar.
I'm just saying, like, I don't even support that lifestyle, but nigga, get some money. Then this nigga hit me with the, oh, you got it so easy. Your shit figured out. I can't get a job because I'm a felon. Me, being the solution-based bitch I am, I said, well, I got a friend. She a felon. The bitch got extradited from here to across the motherfucking country. And not only does she have her own business, she might have the first business in Newark doing whatever the fuck she do because the shit is literally not legal on Main Street. What the fuck you mean? You know what I'm saying? And then it was like, oh, like, I just can't do it. I can't figure it out. And to me, I'm like, this nigga got a broke nigga mentality. And
yeah, it sounds like projecting.
You're projecting, right? And then it got to the point because it's like, I liked him. I like the dick, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like, I don't want to talk about it. And he got mad at me because I was like, okay, well, let's talk about me because you're ruining my vibe. And I did say it just like that, but I am who I am.
He said you ruined his vibe?
No, I told him he was ruining my vibe. Because it's the same shit. Oh, I can't get a job. I can't. Okay, example. So he got mad because he's like, oh, it's a function in Philly. I need to find a ride. He had an attitude because he couldn't find a ride to the function in Philly and it fucked his bread up. I'm solution-based. Bitch, if you really wanted to be in Philly, it was Saturday. You would have been on that 7 o'clock SEPTA to Philly for $6. And then, with all the weed you sell, you get money-ass nigga. Why you ain't just pay the Uber to Philly? But
he's the genius.
He's the genius.
You can make the money.
And one thing about me,
excuses.
Money come back to me. His response to me was, money, it come back to me. Fuck is you talking about? And he said to me, oh, niggas buy your life. Pause. Who?
Run that back?
He said, oh, niggas, you got it so easy. Niggas buy your life. You just swear you that girl. First of all, I am that girl. Second of all, a nigga ain't never bought my life. He might have bought me some shit. He ain't never bought my life. So I guess the real question is, how you a genius, but you trapping out the ounce? Like, am I tripping for saying you could do more? You could sell an 8-ball? Like, is that drawing?
It sounds like he wants sympathy. He wants you to address the fact that he didn't work as hard as you had to, because I don't feel like you had an easy life. Let's be for real. You had to work for where you are, just like anybody else. Bitch, we're black. We've been working all our lives. And our parents been working all our lives. And their parents been working all their lives.
This nigga said, you a girl. Niggas buy your life. How? My daddy didn't even buy me shit. I'm sorry, Steve-O, but
I can second that. I'm the first child. That
didn't get bought shit. So
no, but I just feel like the victim blaming, like, let's be for real. If you gonna take the risk, don't be petty about it. I know felons that have jobs, driving trucks, doing water welling.
I just feel like even outside of all of that, whatever you did for you to become a felon, like, let's take accountability for our actions.
Very true.
That's what you did. You made a choice, and the choice made you end up being a felon. And I just don't. The situation is so stupid. We're not about to get into it.
Yeah,
but you made that choice. And now you were blessed for God to be like, oh, let me get you out here and live your life.
You living.
can't work at Amazon because he fucked that up. Baby, it's another warehouse.
Babes, there's more to the story, and that's why you can't work. That's why you can't get a job. That's why you don't got the money. That's why you busting ace out the police.
I think you smoke weed. Biggie said never get high on your own supply. Like,
you're
what
selling
are you doing?
The money.
You're smoking the money.
Okay, so is it a non-negotiable to date somebody with prior history, criminal history?
No, bitch, I'm a criminal. I just didn't get caught.
Allegedly.
It's not alleged. Even that, bro. It's the fact that, like, first of all, I do know that nigga is smart, right? But it's that fucking, I hate to say it, but it's like that crab in a barrel mentality. Like, for you to sit here, I like to think of myself as solution based. So you want to be here, you want to be in my bed crying, I'm trying to fuck, first of all, and you over here crying about your livelihood.
Right.
Second of all, you sell weed, sell some coke, sell some Adderall. I can get you some clientele.
Right.
First of all, he's like, oh, I promote parties. You promote parties for what? You promote parties where? And my thing is, like, I just don't have no time for the nigga with a non-tangible plan. I need a goal. I need a whatever.
Right.
And he hit me with the, oh, you narcissistic and your shit's figured out. My shit's not figured out, but I figure it out every day. My daddy don't pay for shit. And I'm so sorry that you catching all these strays, Steve-O. It's not about you. But I gotta carry shit.
Right.
Like, so for me to be with a nigga that don't carry shit, that I can't figure it the fuck out, what am I doing? The nigga said, I'm angry. I said, I'm not. You look a mess. No, I'm just like. Okay, y'all. So we talked about what may or may not be between Miss Sarah McBride's legs and how that's not my motherfucking business. We talked about Nicki Minaj and the 3rd, 5th, 6th, 7th, 22 release of the pink print. There's only one person in this room that gives a fuck about that. And we talked about these ain't shit weed selling ass niggas. Anyway, that was this episode of the Nasty Work podcast. Follow us on all your streaming platforms. This is a Renaissance Art and Media Group production. And don't forget to add us if you motherfucking nasty.